Mighty Number 9. I haven't really gotten a chance to play Mighty Number 9 yet because I've been waiting on the handheld release, but I'll have an Xbox One copy in, should be tomorrow, or right later on today rather. But Mighty Number 9 is a big thing with gaming because it was hyped up and then it was given such horrible ratings, horrible opinions. But that doesn't mean that Beck and the Mighty Numbers are terrible and bad. It doesn't mean they can't be in a good game, which is something that I'm going to prove with this review today. Crossing Mighty Number 9 over with the Azure Striker Gunvolt series for the second time, here is my review of the Nintendo Switch version of the 2D platformer, Mighty Gunvolt Burst. The story of Burst takes place after the events of Mighty Number 9 and Azure Striker Gunvolt. Beck from Mighty Number 9 is going through a VR simulation to try to prepare for the future to prevent the events of Mighty Number 9 from happening again, while Gunvolt is just exploring a strange energy reading and is dragged into this world unknowingly. Both of them have their separate ways because you can either play the game as Beck or play the game as Gunvolt, but both of them are trapped in this world and trying to find a way out. With gameplay, Mighty Gunvolt Burst is a 2D action platformer, a Mega Man-like game, just not Mega Man. It's also technically a remake of a very small game called Mighty Gunvolt. Since this is a remake, what's different? First of all, you'll notice that only 2 of the playable characters from Mighty Gunvolt are in Mighty Gunvolt Burst, but the developers have promised that they are working on the 3rd character from the original game, along with other characters that they're going to add in updates later on down the road. There's also more content. Mighty Gunvolt only had about 4 levels. Mighty Gunvolt Burst has 13 levels, and there are some other additions I'm going to go into later. Now, as you progress through the game, it's just as you would in a Mega Man game. You go through your first stage, and then you're given the stage select screen. You have all 8 of the main stages that you can do in any order. Now, when you clear a stage, that's when some of the new elements are coming in. You clear level 1, and you get a reward. But when you clear a level, you're given a choice of your reward. You can get a CP boost, which is used for equipment and customization. Or you can get that boss's elemental powers that you can use to exploit the next boss's weakness. Or you can get a pixel sticker to put on your game profile. You can only select 1 per run, so the game kind of encourages you to replay stages. Go through the stage, get that CP boost. Go through the stage a second time, get the element. Go through the stage a third time, get that pixel art. Along with over half a dozen hidden upgrade items in each stage, the game encourages a collect-a-thon type feel. Now, going off of that, we get to the much more in-depth system that is really one of the best features in a Mega Man style game I have ever seen. Customization. As I said before, you can get CP from completing stages. These points are used for customization. As you find hidden upgrades in stages, you can enhance all kinds of things in gameplay. For bullets, you can modify your bullet type, your projectile's trajectory, speed, piercing, how they dissipate, elemental properties, auto fire, charge shot, the list goes on. And that's just with the bullet types. You got all kinds of other upgrades you can do as well, from air dashes, how effective items are, resistance from instant death traps like spikes, and even enabling what they call dowsing, which lets the HD rumble features vibrate the controllers whenever you're near one of those hidden items. The only other new feature, which I don't think they really highlighted on as much as they should have, is the burst system. The burst system is a combo system, where you get a combo every time you defeat an enemy when you are literally standing right next to them. You keep doing this with further enemies, and you can rack up your combo for a high score at the end of the stage. The only problem here is, it's just for a high score. When you rank up your combo, no, your damage doesn't increase. No, you don't get some kind of special rank at the end of a mission, just a high score. Now, for people who want to compare high scores, great. For everybody else, you probably won't even use it. Now, with difficulty, it's what you make it to be. Because of how in-depth the customized system is, the game can be made to be really hard or can be made to be really easy. Some of the customized options, for example, will allow you to decrease the amount of damage you take or increase the amount of damage you take. If you're running around never taking any damage in a level, you can go into your damage modifier, up it so that you take 300% damage of what the enemy's base damage is. Make it hard, or you can make it easy. Bring it down to 25% of base damage. It's really got a system in mind that allows you to play the game whether you're a casual gamer who wants to just breeze through the game, a hardcore gamer who wants an extreme challenge, or just a gamer who wants a decent challenge. Now with time, there are 13 different stages, and if you go through and try to collect all of the enhancements, make use of the customize feature, a run with one character should take you around 5 hours. Going through with both characters like this to get the achievements that you can unlock for both sides of the story, more like 10 hours or so. And when all of these new characters come out, it'll be even more than that. But right now we're looking at 10-hour game, $10 game. Pretty good trade-off. Now, I have two things to say about presentation. One, I'm just going to mention because I know people are going to be wondering about it, and the other I have a problem with. First of all, in all of this footage that you're seeing, you can see borders on the left and right of the gameplay screen. No, you cannot remove these borders. They're permanent, they're staying there. This isn't really a bad thing because it maintains that classic Mega Man 4-3 monitor look. The bad part of the presentation is one of the final levels that rotates the screen in segments and zooms in. The problem with this, it zooms in. It literally just takes the video feed and zooms in and out of it. There's no smoothing. It looks awful. It's blurry, it's pixelated, and to be perfectly honest, the first time I played through the stages back, I almost got a headache just from looking at those parts. Nothing really bad to say about performance. Everything runs great. Frame rate is steady. Load times are near non-existent. Now let's get on to battery life. This is a 2D game, an NES style game. So I was expecting miracles. You know, Kamiko, Disgaea 5. We're not really getting miracles, but we're getting a lot. Here are my times from 100% to 0% battery life. Max brightness with the Wi-Fi on, 4 hours and 30 minutes. Max brightness with the Wi-Fi off, 4 hours and 51 minutes. Low brightness with the Wi-Fi on, 6 hours and 8 minutes. Low brightness with the Wi-Fi off, 6 hours and 32 minutes. Now this is up there with one of the best battery times I got with Switch games. But it's still not quite up to Disgaea 5 Complete's 5 hours on just max brightness with the Wi-Fi on. And that really just... It's great, I shouldn't be complaining. Just note that I feel like a game of this graphical quality should be getting more battery out of it than Disgaea 5 with all of its 3D animations. Now, in conclusion, Mighty Gunvolt Burst is a great Mega Man-like game, just all around. Now, the burst system is something that a lot of people won't really care about or even use, and that one stage has that rotated look that makes the graphics look awful, whether you're in handheld mode or TV mode. Now, everything else about the game, Mega Man fans will love. The incredibly deep customization options, the retro look, the mechanics, the boss patterns, all in all, as many other reviewers have already said, this is the great game that Mighty Number 9 could have been. Reviews to Go rates Mighty Gunvolt Burst a 9 out of 10. If you have any questions, feel free to list them below or head to my website at www.reviewstogo.com.